Hey there traders, today is the 22nd of February 2021 and boy oh boy do we have some exciting stuff on this chart today. First thing, we want to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to save this alert here. I would love to buy Bitcoin around $52,592. I actually think I'm going to be putting in a pending order here to get filled today. I wouldn't be looking to short this unless Bitcoin breaks below 51,541, excuse me. So I think this could be a pretty decent level of entry to go long. Any kind of pullback on these coins, I'd be looking as an opportunity and not doom and gloom necessarily. Some of the other cryptos are showing some possible entry reasons around 10 o'clock today. But I'll definitely put a pending order in for Bitcoin. So let's mark this one as yellow because we're going to add a pending. Bitcoin Cash bouncing quite well off this level, but if we do not see a full-on reversal here, I would not be looking to go long anytime soon on this particular asset. We might have a little bit of a different liquidity zone, so I might have to adjust some stuff here. So let's see. Let's see if we can adjust this a little bit like that. Something like that. There we go. So this was the previous level of resistance and support, held it really tight, held it really well. The next level that I want to definitely pay attention to is actually going to be this liquid zone down here. I believe if we take out this liquid zone, we'll have a better opportunity to go long. So any kind of break above $702 today, I'm going to be bullish on Bitcoin Cash, and I'd love to take a long position from this point. So I'm not going to add any kind of pending orders here. I'm going to be patient and wait for it to confirm above that liquidity zone and hold it as support. That's when I'll be looking to go long. So I'm going to add an alert here so that we are aware of Bitcoin Cash as soon as it does make its way up here. But adjusting these liquid zones, I think is probably the smartest move right now because it's kind of consolidating here, going sideways. We can see that the moving averages are agreeing with the sideways action. Momentum oscillators not giving much here. Could possibly be seeing a potential bounce, but like I said, I would like to get long from 702. I wouldn't like to go long from where we are right now because I do think we have some downside potential if it continues to not bring through any kind of volume. Then I think we could even see Bitcoin Cash come as low as $600 again in the near future. Looking a little bit more to the bearish side here, if I'm fully honest, completely honest. Try to take out this previous swing high. We actually closed higher than this previous swing high, but we're still seeing lower prices coming through here. So I think probably going to be whichever way this breaks out next is probably going to be the direction for this coin. So I'm looking for a break above this liquid zone, an entry reason, and then a target to be hit, or a break below this liquid zone. I'd be happy to go short here, I have to say. So I'll actually put that in here as well, so that if we do have an opportunity to go short, then this is already in there. So we're going to go for a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio for the first target. Should be somewhere around there. And this would be our entry for that short position, stop loss, and our first target. So Let's see. It could go either way. If it breaks above, we'll definitely go long. If it breaks below, we'll definitely go short. This is a more obvious trade for me. I think this is kind of giving it away here. Seeing that we broke below this liquid zone with quite a bit of volume coming through does point towards the fact that we could see some more selling pressure from the bears here for Bitcoin Cash. So let's talk about Bitcoin here real quick. I think we can adjust this to be slightly more accurate. There we go. And let's pull this bad boy up. So we've got a liquidity zone way up there for Bitcoin. We have a potential shorter term liquidity zone right over here. So let me just put that in there as well. I wouldn't pay too much attention to this liquid zone. I don't think it's a major liquid zone, but it's definitely something to pay attention to over the next couple of days. This is going to be interesting. This is the last week for February, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the cryptos behave around these points. Like I said, I'd love to get filled at 52,622, but if Bitcoin does break above 58,412, I'd be looking to go long as well. I would not short Bitcoin if it breaks below this level. I'd be looking at this as a buy opportunity. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash, we've got our two levels there. Ethereum could possibly be bouncing here. Let's just remove some of these drawing tools and let's get a little bit more accurate here on this current liquid zone that it's respecting. We've got that one coming through. We've got this one coming through as possible resistance. And then we've got this one coming through as possible resistance as well. So actually, let me just pull this one in here. It's kind of hard to say where Ethereum could be turning next. So let's go to the daily chart and just get a clear understanding of what it wants to do here. So that's definitely the liquidity zone over there. I agree with this liquidity zone. So let's just see on the lower term time frames what this kind of looks like. So we've got that little level right there. And then I'll add this level over here as well. So those are my resistance levels. These are support levels, major support levels running through the Ethereum chart. So interestingly enough, it does look like Ethereum wants to go short here, which is very interesting. I think it might be moving back down to 1726, spot 75, somewhere around that level. So Ethereum looking a little bit bearish here, breaking below the 55 exponential with decent volume behind it. I would not want to buy this. To be completely honest and transparent here, I think this is more short-term bearish than bullish, and we should see some lower prices being reached throughout the next couple of days. And these would be our resistance levels. So not much on Ethereum here to be paying attention to over the next couple of days, except for the fact that if we do bounce here and we do close above 1966 spot 77, I'd be looking to go long on Ethereum here. That's more of an aggressive entry though. If you want to be more of a conservative short-term trader, you'd wait for the break above 2038. So let's just color in these liquidity zones real quick. And there we go. Those are the two liquid zones that I'm paying attention to for Ethereum. I think Ethereum most probably is going to be breaking lower here. So I'm going to add an alert. If it breaks below 1835, I'd be looking to go short here. Definitely be looking to go short for Ethereum. This is looking way more bearish than bullish. Momentum oscillators seem to be agreeing with us on that. I actually do think this one's going to come lower. for Ethereum, and I would love, love, love to buy around 1725. So I'm going to add an alert there as well. But no real pending orders anytime soon here for Ethereum. Let's look at Chainlink. Chainlink possibly could bounce from this point. But if Chainlink closes below this liquidity zone, I'm going short on it for sure. I'd actually short it back down to 30.47. Could it go lower than that? Definitely. If all of these cryptos are starting to show signs of rejection and signs of going back down, I don't think we want to catch ourselves being on the wrong side of the market. This is obviously now a red liquidity zone, which means it's resistance. So let me just change these colors here. There we go. All right, so definitely Chainlink looking a little bit more bearish here. Any kind of close below this level, I'd be looking as a short opportunity. Is it possible for Chainlink to go even lower? Yes, definitely it is. We could have Chainlink come as low as, let me just get these levels in here right. 28.62, we could see it as low as that. We could even see Chainlink as low as $27 again, which would be a major buy opportunity in my opinion. If we do make it that low again, let's just color these green again. For the weekly update, by the way, I'm going to be doing the weekly update, the longer term update just now. I've been, this weekend, we've been working on a bunch of other stuff. So I didn't have time yesterday to get to make that video. This could also be a retest of previous resistance now forming as new support from this horizontal diagonal trend line, and it also matches up with this diagonal trend line. So is it possible for us to see a bounce from here? Definitely. We will keep an eye on it, but I would only buy Chainlink. And this is important to understand. I would only buy Chainlink. Again, once we break above this previous liquid zone around 33,600, excuse me, $33.61. My goodness me, it's Monday morning, please excuse me. So there is a possibility for a bounce here, but again, if we break below this liquidity zone, I'm going to be paying way more attention to this going down than up from here. Ripple breaking out. I do like what I'm seeing on Ripple here. What I don't like is the fact that we don't really see any kind of volume for Ripple. We did make it all the way up to this liquidity zone. You can see we've seen some selling pressure around this area. Any kind of pullback back to 0.59, I'd be looking as a possible buy opportunity. But I do want to say this. I'd be more cautious with Ripple here. I do want to see a lot more volume coming through. If by 10 we see that we can enter the market, we'll definitely take a long position from that. These are now support levels. As you can see, the market has broken above them. So we're just changing this color to green. And our current resistance level is still around 62 and 64 cents a pop. So let's see if we can somehow get filled around this zone. I'd love to get filled around this zone. We could even come as low as 0.55 for Ripple here. That's why I'm saying I'm not going to be hasty with buying this one. I don't think we should rush into any kind of positions this week. I feel like the market is extremely fragile, and we at major turning points. Once I do my longer term market update today and I send it out, you'll understand what I mean by that. There's a lot of different factors coming in on the longer term time frames that are starting to show us that we need to be more cautious here. Litecoin is an interesting one. It kind of does look bullish here. It does look like Litecoin wants to bounce from this point. We'll keep an eye on it though. we could possibly be taking a long position, but I want to see it break above this liquidity zone again first. But we could potentially be taking a long position here today, with quite a decent target back up to around about $229 per Litecoin. So is it possible that we could see this move play out fairly soon, throughout this week? I do think so. But I want to say this. I am still overall bullish on Litecoin here, actually. This has got a different chart compared to most of the other cryptos. I would remain a little bit more bullish here, seeing that the fact is that we are still maintaining above this swing high and above a swing low, excuse me, and above the 55 exponential. As long as we can maintain above that, I'd be happy to take a long position from this point. But let's see how it ends at 10 o'clock today. Uni also looking like a potential buy opportunity here. But the level that I really want to buy is way down here at 23.90. That's where I believe would be the best level for entry to take a long position on this particular coin. Let me just actually, I'll keep the stop loss nice and low here. It could possibly be making its way back down to 22.47. So I wouldn't want to have the stop loss too tight on this one. We could see even lower prices. But again, I'm going to be patient this week and wait for a lot of confirmations to take place before I'm going to be wanting to take any position. So I'm not putting in any pending orders. I'll even delete that Bitcoin pending order as well. Let's change this one back to purple. I'm not taking any pending orders this morning. Want to see how the market starts out for the week. Neo, very interesting. Neo is very bullish here. So if Neo makes its way back down here, this is kind of a level that I do want to pay attention to. The best, oh, okay, doesn't want me to add any more alerts. The best level would be around 44.87 to get long. I would love to buy around the 55 exponential, but let's see. If it breaks below this level, I'd expect a move back down to 44. Let's call it $45. If it maintains above this level, I'd love to take a long position from here somewhere and target a sweep to the highs again. BNB holding this level as support, then popping back up and holding this level as support is an extremely bullish signal once again in and of itself. But if BNB makes its way back down to $200, that's where I would love to buy. Let's make it $201, maybe $202. But to the same token, if Bitcoin, excuse me, BNB breaks above $348, I'd be looking to go long on this one as well. I don't want to take a position from here. I want to buy here or I want to buy here. So I'm going to be patient again. Monero definitely short. Definitely short. I would be looking for Monero to make its way back down to 215. And this is where I'd love to enter for a possible shorter term bounce and a swing back up to 240. I wouldn't want to go short on this just yet, even though we have broken below the 55. And technically speaking, we should see 215 reach today or within the next couple of days. But again, it's all about being patient and waiting for the best opportunities and the best entry reasons to be met. 1 inch, 1 inch. I don't like this coin setup so much. I think this one is way more choppy than most of the coins that I enjoy trading. But it does have a lot of potential, and that's why I'm including it on this morning's talk. So 1 inch, um, looking a little bit more bearish here to me. It looks like 1 inch would love to break below our previous level of structure. And if that happens, we'll be seeing a much, much greater extension to the downside. In fact, I would expect 1 inch not to go any lower or not stop until it goes back to $3 spot 35 cents. So I think this could be a major extension to the downside, a massive dump, and a massive short opportunity if we do get it. The next level to be paying attention to is all the way down at $2.80. So is it possible for us to make our way back down there? Yes, definitely. So 1 inch looking a little bit more bearish here in my opinion. I think this is a reversal pattern. As soon as we close below $4.47, I'm going short on this bad boy, and we are gonna short for days. So I do like 1 inch as a possible short opportunity. I would not buy 1 inch if we break above this liquidity zone. The only time I would buy 1 inch is if we break above $6 again, above this liquid zone. Until then, I'm kind of neutral on this pair. Dogecoin, have to admit, this looks bearish to me. Again, even though we're holding support right now, I think if we took out this 0.049 level, we definitely coming back lower, somewhere towards these levels around 0.043 as low as 0.041. These would be the next levels for Dogecoin. VeChain, holding support here. This is looking a little bit more bullish than most of the other coins, but I would not like to take a long position from here. I would love to take a long position as soon as we break above 0.057. Um, that would be more of an aggressive entry, but I do believe that this is a little bit more bullish compared to some of the other coins. And then GRT, same thing here. I'm kind of bearish on this a little bit more short term. It looks just like VeChain. It does look bullish overall, but I do think we've got some short term downside potential on both those coins. So big summary here, mostly neutral on all the coins this morning. I'm going to be waiting to see around 10 o'clock what the market wants to give us. Does it want to give us a couple of entries, or does it want to leave us neutral and wait and be patient for a few more days before we enter the market? So that's it for this morning's update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye bye.